So design thinking can be boiled down to the sentence. It's actually the design of products and experiences for people as a conscious process. Why do we do that? We believe that innovation, actually good innovation, happens at the sweet spot in between technology and economy. What do I mean by and humans? So what do I mean by that? Of course, you need the technological feasibility. The implementation needs to be secured. Of course, it needs also to be economically viable. But many companies, many development teams forget actually the human factor. So what does actually the user need and want and think? And this is where we come. Design thinking comes into play. We combine all these three. Here it's a bubble. These three elements, and this is how we try to develop good innovation. How? Three key elements. We have the design thinking process here on the. Let's see if this works. Yeah. So the design thinking process, which is very adjustable and dynamic itself. We have multidisciplinary teams, and we have variable, flexible room space. So as you can see, nearly everything has roles here. It's adjustable, whatever the situation actually requires, or the team requires right now. Team is a good. It's a good. That's the most, or not the most important, but also very important factor of design thinking. We have diverse teams, meaning disciplines, also nations. I will go into detail a bit later. What's the value of design thinking for organizations? So it actually organizes the collaboration in teams. A lot of the methods and the methodology of design thinking is actually about how teams can collaborate well. It is user-centered. I already said it brings in this human factor, and it's centered on the user's needs. It's also focused and grouped around the problem. It starts with a problem, with a challenge, but then throughout the process, the problem can be reframed, and it's not even needed, but it's part of the whole idea that the problem can be reframed during the process. And it's iterative, meaning that we develop, we test, we iterate, we repeat until it meets actually the user's needs. So let's jump now over to the HPI and how design thinking here at the Hasso-Plattner Institute is happening. So in 2003, the d.school in Stanford was founded. In 2007, this building opened, and in 2009, the academy was opened. So the academy offering education in design thinking not only to students, but also to professionals. And in 2017, so 10 years after the d.school was founded, the Global Design Thinking Association was founded, and the HPI was one of the founding members. So we benefit here from a very unique network of different institutions grouped around design thinking. On the one hand, here at the d.school, we have the student education program. So we have every year we have 160 students learning design thinking from 70 disciplines, from 60 universities, 20 nationalities. We also have this research program here, collaborating with Stanford University. And also the research findings, for example, on massive open online courses, on team collaboration, they all influence also our work. And last but not least, we have the education for professionals. Since our foundation in 2009, we've led 450 workshops for more than 11,000 participants, workshops for companies, and open courses for individual participants. I will go a bit into the detail. I will go a bit into detail of the structure of our courses, of our offer, in a second. So at the heart of our idea, what we do there is that we actually enable people, teams, professionals to apply design thinking in their own companies. Oh, sorry, I jumped over too fast. So we try to teach them the methods, but also the mindsets, so that they can do it themselves in their companies, either with our help, with our coaching, with our let's say assistants, or also we enable them so that they can even be the change makers in their company themselves. Let's see what we actually offer. So first we have the formats for individual participants, open courses for beginners, 3 days, intensive workshops, actually with real project partners as well, mostly also from non-profit organizations like the Red Cross, for example. So they actually work on real challenges. If you want to already have in mind that you want to implement or to bring design thinking into your company, then the design thinking and organizational implementation workshop is a good program for you. We offer this together with ESMT, yeah, school in Berlin. So with a business school in Berlin. These are, let's say, the beginners programs. If you want to go deeper and invest more time and also more time into design thinking and how to bring it into your organization, we offer the professional track. It's led by Annika again, and throughout 3 months, for 3 days, 3 times 3 months over 3 weeks, 3 months. No, it's not difficult, but it's difficult to explain. It's 3 times 3 days over 3 months. On the one hand, you deepen yourself into the methods. Secondly, you work also on a real startup challenge. So they partner up with startups, and they work. The participants of this track, they work on startup challenges. What challenges do they face? And very important, the participants of this track, they actually bring their own problem, their own lighthouse project, let's say, that they want to work on to bring it into their companies. They work on it also in this professional track. The next one starts in September. We're still looking for we're always looking for startup partners actually that want to be, that want their challenge to be worked on, and also for participants. Who wants to deepen himself or herself into the agile methods and into the interplay of these methods, and for these people we recommend the Design Thinking Lean Startup and Agile Development course. It's led by Holgerino, who was here a second ago. Probably he's downstairs, so if you have questions on that, you can definitely, hopefully, find him downstairs. If you're already well acquainted, if you know design thinking already quite well, or you're a coach already, then we also offer certification for design thinking coaches. It's a year-long course with 20 days that you need to be actually present here. Today the Train the Trainer workshop advanced ended. Maybe you heard people shouting and being loud outside. That was our newly certified coaches. And also last but not least, this last course, the HPI Stanford Certificate on Digital Transformation and Innovation, offers course also 3 times 3 days over 3 months, over the course of 3 months, in cooperation with Stanford, offering, let's say, a little mini MBA with experts from the digital transformation and innovation branch.
Yeah, and it's held in Potsdam and Stanford.
Yes, and it's also starting the next course in September. So these are formats for individuals. The formats for companies that we of course also offer will be explained to you by a little film that we have. You will also meet some more of my colleagues in this film. So let's see. Film up.
Wenn ich einen Kurs mache, meine Zeit ist ja irgendwie als Unternehmer limitiert, dann möchte ich das Beste machen, was es gibt im Markt.
Digitale Transformation geht natürlich auch nicht an uns vorbei, und mein Vorgesetzter hatte dann die Idee, mich einfach mal hier hinzuschicken.
Ich habe zwar auch schon einige Schulen hinter mir und auch Universitäten, aber es ist eine völlig andere Umgebung, ist schon wirklich einzigartig.
willkommen an der HPI Academy. Professionals erleben und erlernen bei uns Design Thinking. Wir sind Kompetenz- und Planungszentrum und Abschlussbasis für Innovation in Organisationen. Wir haben Erfahrung aus einigen 100 Workshops und Projekten weltweit.
Unsere Zusammenarbeit beruht voll und ganz auf Ihren Wünschen und Bedürfnissen. Daher möchten wir uns erstmal ein genaues Bild von Ihrer Situation machen. Möchten Sie beispielsweise Design Thinking als Innovationsmethode erlernen oder haben Sie schon ein konkretes Projekt, das Ihre Teams mit Hilfe von Design Thinking bearbeiten sollen? Wir können Ihnen genau sagen, welches unserer Formate das Richtige für Sie ist.
Wenn Sie sich für ein Format bei uns entschieden haben, dann schauen wir uns die Inhalte an. Wir konzipieren den Workshop individuell für Sie. Das heißt, wir schauen uns an, brauchen wir 2 Tage, brauchen wir 3 Tage, was genau soll rein in den Workshop? Welche Phase des Design Thinkings tauchen wann auf? All das zusammen bedeutet, dass wir einen individuellen Workshop für Sie maßschneidern.
Bei uns heißt es machen, machen, machen. Wir arbeiten nach dem Prinzip Learning by Doing. Erst ausprobieren, dann reflektieren. Unsere speziell nach den Design Thinking Prinzipien eingerichteten Räume lassen Sie die Wirkung der Innovationsmethode rundum erfahren.
Individuelle Betreuung ist eines unserer Kernelemente. Durch den gesamten Arbeitsprozess wird jedes Team von einem unserer erfahrenen Coaches begleitet. Hierbei greifen wir auf unser Netzwerk von über 200 professionellen Design Thinkern zurück, die alle hier an der HPI School of Design Thinking ausgebildet wurden.
Über Jahre konnten wir den Erfolg von Design Thinking in Unternehmen mitgestalten. Wir haben gesehen, wie Design Thinking zu einem Innovationstreiber geworden ist, der Unternehmen verändert. Was braucht Ihr Unternehmen? Welches Format ist für Sie das Richtige? Wir beraten Sie gerne, fordern Sie uns.
Let's see who actually already contacted us as a list of, a selection of our clients. Feel free to ask your questions since this is the end of the presentation. You can ask me or also my colleague Isabel Wigner